Time to talk toys again. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. Back at the Toy Insider's sweet hand with us from VTech is Tiffany Lavery. Good to see you again, Tiffany.
Hi, it's good to see you, Fred.
And we're talking about some of the latest toys that are about to hit the market, pretty much, or some of the techie stuff. Tell us about it.
Yes, they should be live online. And then if you can't find them in store, they should be there by August. So August is when we kind of all set for fall. And yeah, they're out. They're coming out.
What is brand new?
Okay, so VTech, we like to pride ourselves on creating kid-safe and kid-tough cameras for kids. This is our newest one. It's called the Kitty Zoom Print Cam. So I love this one because it is great like all of our other cameras, but there is a new feature that we've never offered before. So you've got your outward-facing camera. You can flip it up to take a selfie, but it's got this instant gratification for kiddos where you can take a photo, just took a selfie, and you can instantly print it from the front of the camera. I don't know if you can see that coming out there, which is great. So it comes with one roll of thermal paper. And what's hard about instant print cameras right now out in the market is that the replacement paper is really, really expensive. For us, it's about 1 cent per photo. There's 80 photos per reel, and you can buy a replacement pack. They're sold at all major retailers online. But it makes it really, really cool. So this one's $74.99. You can also play games on it, and there are tons of different activities too, because there are coloring pages on there that you can print with the thermal paper. You can make your photos a coloring book page. You can create bracelets or crowns and then color them yourself. But we know that kids like to take pictures of like their feet and stuff. So we wanted to make sure that that was really a cost-effective way for kids to have that creativity and be able to print photos in real time.
Is it also storing is it also storing the digital image that,
yes,
that kids or parents can save?
Yes, it does. Yeah. Oh, it will save the digital image, and then you can also add an SD card as well.
Excellent. And that's arriving. When can people buy it again?
It should be available online, and it'll be in stores in August.
Terrific.
Yeah. And then next up, we have our smartwatch DX3. We have had a smartwatch in the market for a while now. This is our third iteration. Since our first one, we have been the #1 smartwatch for kids, which is really, really cool. So this one is going to have everything that our original smartwatch has. Our packaging, now it is larger, but our packaging now doubles as a case so they can feel really cool like mom and dad. It is the same really sleek design, but we've added a bunch of really cool features. So much like the predecessors, it will have 50 digital and analog faces. It's got the 2 cameras, outward facing and selfie facing. There's games and activity trackers. It's an alarm clock and a stopwatch and all of those things. But then we've added a couple things like a flash that will also double as a flashlight for your cameras. There is a chat feature, if you will. So if you have a sibling or a friend that also has a DX3, you can scan each other's watch and then send each other emojis, which is really, really fun. And then my favorite is a school mode. So parents have asked us for this for a while now. They want the watch to just be a watch during the hours of school time. So that's a parent control that they can put on the watch. And so from the hours of 7 to 2 or 8 to 3, whatever it is, it will just be a watch. Kids can't access the cameras and the games and all of that stuff. We've also added a way for kids who can't read digital or analog time. They can tap the watch and it'll tell them the time. There's also a new calendar feature that they can put daily reminders in. So if you're potty training or if you want a reminder on brushing your teeth or when snack and dinner is, you can add all of those things into your little calendar, like a little Google calendar, if you will, for kiddos so that they can manage their own time.
How often does it need to be charged?
You know what? It's not too often. It comes with a cable cord, but it stays because it will dim on its own. So this one's on. It dims on its own, so it really saves the battery for quite some time. I can get you the exact amount of time though.
Sure. Terrific. And the pricing on it again?
$62.99 for that one.
Terrific.
Yeah. Then next up, we have Kitty Buzz 3. So this is our third generation of what we like to call a cell phone for kids without the cell phone plan. So here is it's 20% smaller than our previous versions. As you can see, it's a really cool screen there. Let me show you. There, when you turn it on, there's a bunch of different apps. You can download all kinds of different games and stuff like that. But the things that we've added to this, we have a new kitty comm feature, which is what is most exciting. And that is parents can control who contacts the phone. And so if a relative across the country downloads the kitty comm app, the child can send video messages back and forth to their grandparents or their aunts and uncles. And they're going to work a little bit like a Instagram story where they can flip through the different videos, which is fun. There's different face filters. And there's also a new mag lens. So kids can magnify in on small things, just different ways for kids to have fun with a device that's made for them instead of parents having to always provide their own phone.
And there's no plan to pay for.
No plan to pay for. Nope. So this one's $104.99.
Wonderful.
And no plan, like you said. And then this one is our Kitty Star DJ mixer. So we know that making music and dances is really, really popular, especially with the rise of TikTok and things like that. So this is a really fun way for kids to create their own music. There are 15 songs that are baked inside here, over 2,000 different sound effects or different ways that you can mix the sounds. It's like a DJ board. You've got different keys here. You've got your DJ mixer as well. Your scratch table can change the tempo and the pace. But what's great is that you can also hook up your own music through Bluetooth or the aux cord. Got your little disco ball there as well. Super fun. And then it will record everything. So if you want to add in different sound effects or there's games that you can follow along, but you can record it and play it back, which is really fun.
Kids will have a lot of fun with that. And the pricing again is?
Yeah, $54.99.
Terrific. Moving on.
Yeah, so those are the ones that are coming out this year. Creator Cam was last year. But we also have a couple items for Leap Frog that I think might be really fun. If you'd like to check those out as well. Okay, I'm coming on that side. Woo. Okay, so first up we have Leapland Adventures. This is huge for us this year. We're stepping back into our video games, if you will. We know that the kids in the age range of 3, 4, 5, they're seeing their siblings play these video game consoles and they're just not ready for that yet, right? It's not geared towards them. So we're going to show you a little bit of a video of the gameplay while I walk you through exactly what you're getting here. So we'll try and cue the video. There we go. And what's great is this is developed by learning experts, as all of our Leap Frog toys are. So there's curriculum baked throughout this entire video game. You can see there's different worlds, and they're trying to get to the Cleverberry Castle. There's Letterland, and there's Numberville, and Shapestown, and all of these different areas. They're going to learn all this different curriculum, and there's different levels within it as well. Parents who have multiple children can have 5 different profiles, so multiplayer, which is great. But the best part is that you get the hand control and the HDMI stick, $34.99, and there is no additional purchases needed. You don't have to buy any more games. You don't have to register for anything or download anything. It's all baked right into the game console and the HDMI stick itself. So I think that's awesome because sometimes with certain consoles, a game alone is $34.99, but you get everything right there.
Parents are going to be happy to hear about that kind of pricing, and so there aren't additional games for it. It's only what's baked into it, right?
Yep. And there's tons of repeat play, different levels, different, we call them like Easter eggs, things you can find throughout each of the levels too, which is really, really fun. But it feels like a video game, right? Like they're trying to get the gems and they're trying to get through each level and outpace their time and things like that. So it feels like a video game, but you're learning as well, which is really cool.
And then you have some other more traditional Leap Frog products that are being updated.
We do.
Right?
Yes. Our Leap Reader, this is a technology that's been tried and true for us, heavy on the learning to read. We've updated the book set, so that's really fun. And then our Leap Start, we've kind of updated the hardware. Technology is still tried and true, offering it with to-do books. These are ways that parents have come to us this year. They want to make learning fun. They've been at home. These are things that we can do to try and help that. this new little guy here, this is called our on-the-go story pal. It's one of our littlest technologies. So what's great is we've heard that storytelling is a big trend this year. And so we wanted to make sure that we offered a fun way for kids to do that themselves. And this one's super intuitive. So this is $27.99, comes with 70 different poems, stories, songs, and lullabies. And you just use the little tail on the back to turn him on. It's a screen-free way to kind of get those stories and have that technology. But you can take it on the go. There's a headphone jack, which is great. Volume control. Every parent needs that. And then his eyes are the forward and the backward. You can go forward to a new story or back to the old one. His nose and his mouth are the pause and the play. Tail is the mode selector, like I mentioned. But there's also, you have the capability to record up to 10 minutes of a story. So if a loved one from across the country wants to purchase this item, record a story, grandma and grandpa could record a story, send it to their little one, and then they have their own voice recorded on there as well. So we like to say, you know, stories kind of take kids anywhere they want to go, but with this story pal, they can kind of take their stories anywhere because it's super lightweight. You can hang it in the car, take it on the backpack. So that one's super, super cute.
Sounds great. And these are all arriving within the next month or two as well?
Yep. They should all be out by August.
Very cool. For more information, where do parents go?
Yes. For more information, people can go to vtechkids.com or leapfrog.com and find out all about the new toys that are coming. Also, our social channels, make sure you can find those on our websites, but make sure to follow along with those because we kind of like put some of the new items up on there too as well, kind of give sneak peeks, and that's really fun as well.
A fun lineup. Tiffany Lavery, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. Thanks. As always, it's been a pleasure.